to Friday Night Live at the Rock and Seed Homestead.
Woo-hoo. A bunch of crazy animals.
Oh,
Welcome.
You made it. We're so glad.
Yes, very glad.
I hope that you washed your hands before you came.
I did, multiple times.
Me too. Yeah.
Even though I work from home.
Yeah, you touched your face.
Yeah, I touched the back of my hand. It's okay.
Oh my goodness. These are crazy days we're living in right now, aren't they? Unprecedented.
Yeah, super crazy. As Dave was just saying, oh, we got a cat on the table.
Cat on the table. Cat on the table.
Oh, she better not eat that.
Oh, you eat those plants,
No.
you will die, cat.
Do I have to get her off the table?
No.
Take her
She's
hat.
fine.
Get her.
See ya and hear us.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I
Glad
mean,
to hear
that's
it.
not always a given for us, but lately it has been much better, right?
Yes, exactly. So I know Marcy just got in. She just rushed in from work.
Yep.
She had to drive about 2 hours away today and came home and
I mean, it's all about the cookies.
pretty much, yeah.
Got a car full of Thin Mints. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's like 40 cases
40 cases, man. That's like
of Thin Mints in my car.
that's probably about as important these days as toilet paper.
I mean, I think so.
I'm
I mean,
just
people
saying.
should be hoarding that.
I'm
It
just,
will really help us.
yeah, right. Yeah, maybe that should be the post. Hoard Girl
Hoard
Scout
Girl
cookies, not toilet paper.
toilet paper.
Crazy.
I mean, maybe that's a marketing scheme. I don't know.
It could be.
We need help right now.
Maybe buy a case, get a roll.
Yeah.
There you go.
Buy a case, you can get a roll of toilet paper. Here's some hand sanitizer.
Well, you couldn't find it.
Let's try. You gotta find. You gotta. Okay, the cat's trying to eat the tomato plant still. All right. Anyways, welcome. We hope some more of our friends come by and join us. Since I wasn't home, I really didn't have a chance to get it promoted out on the social medias, but
Let me share it real quick.
share what I did.
On what?
Facebook, Instagram.
Stop.
You said you put it on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's everywhere. Hey, Susan. Welcome. Good to see ya. What you doing?
Putting this on Twitter. I'm making a tweet.
Twitter. Hey, long time no see. Welcome. So glad you're here.
Hey, P. Wells, how's it going?
That's awesome to see you. Our daughter is. Oh, what? Really?
I'm missing some comments.
Yeah, well, it's because you're not there. Hey, OMG, welcome. What does that mean, Oak Knob? Yeah, she just left the table.
Yes.
Kitty cat. She's been kind of circling because we have a couple of plants up on the table, and she likes to.
She loves plants.
Really scary in New Hampshire today. Are you guys getting diagnosed cases coming at you? We've had a few here in Oklahoma, and of course,
the Utah Jazz
the Utah Jazz came with 2 players that tested positive,
and it just made everybody super crazy, paranoid,
Well, and one of
freak out
those people was at one of the high schools with kids,
with players and coaches.
contact with them.
Yeah.
So we had been a teeny little bit sheltered here in Oklahoma, but not anymore.
No.
So now mass panic has definitely. I was already kind of there, but it's kind of ensued. So.
Yeah, it's been crazy here as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully your daughter's okay. And
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thankfully, no Goaty kids
no
yet.
goalie, OMG.
But we are slow in the countdown.
Yes, we
I think
are.
we're on the cusp. If we do the math, the earliest potential date of conception would put them due on the 19th.
Next
That's
Thursday.
150 days on the mark, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, we know there's a plus or minus 5 days. So, honestly, starting tomorrow, it could be any day.
It could be.
Could
And
be
I tell you,
any
one girl, our
Spicy.
spicy girl, is so huge. And I know, guys, we've been terrible about doing videos this week, but it has been a mad rush. It's been such a mad rush. So Saturday, me and Mark's like, if with our one weather, he's been kind of a turd lately for the other girls. Been kind of pushing them off food and those kind of things. But we may have to do something with him and lock him separate. And we don't really have a place for that.
Where he can shelter.
Where he can shelter. So we're like, okay, so what are we going to do? So we went and got one of those little easy sheds at Lowe's.
Like a metal shed.
Like a metal shed. They're not so easy. Especially if
It was hard.
Especially if you're not doing it on level
Which we're not.
ground, which throws it off all out of square. You can't square it up. You just can't level it. Because you had to move it certain places, and it is crazy.
And it's still not. Well, we got it pretty much done. We just haven't put the doors on.
Yeah.
But for goats, it's not
May not
that
even,
important.
Yeah, it may not even have doors
but
at this point.
we just had to have. I don't know. Anyways,
But
I am just catching up on your post here, Oak Knob, and oh my gosh, that is very scary.
Oh my gosh.
I hope she's healthy otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let us know. Keep us informed.
Yeah, keep us. Yes, prayers. I think P-Well's right. Yes, prayers for you and your family.
That's crazy.
Very scary. Kevin would like you to stop touching your face, please.
I'll try, man. But Kevin, I work from home.
He works from home, so his greatest risk actually is me, because I don't work from home, and I come into contact with a lot of people.
Yeah, and of course, like our daughter's in college. She goes to the University of Oklahoma. And next week's spring break here in Oklahoma, and there's been some crazy stuff about spring break. And she was actually supposed to go to a mission trip down in South Texas, and that all got canceled. And it's just been crazy.
It's been rough, yeah.
So, but this shed.
Yeah, back to the shed.
This shed, easy shed.
I mean, it would have been all the holes in lined up. They did not.
I'll just say this, that if you guys ever watch the show Gold Rush, and there's one character in that show that curses about every 2 seconds, that would have been me. If we'd have filmed that, which we couldn't. So it was super windy.
It was super windy. It was very stressful.
And we were
this
both
guy
doing it.
was cursing like a sailor.
Oh.
I was just trying to keep him from falling apart. Really,
It was not good.
It was
not good.
My primary task.
And number one, nothing really fit very well together.
Yeah, the whole thing lined up.
And they're tiny itty bitty screws, like this tiny.
Super short.
Super short, very, and it just was not good.
It was hard. It's pretty much done. We are. Oh my gosh, I'm equal parts stress and excitement.
Yeah.
Because I just really want to have it done and know they're going to be okay, and I'm just worried about that. Hey, dancing critters.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Y'all doing pretty good. But it's just been crazy here this week, especially with the whole coronavirus thing. I know, Dave. Hopefully your daughter's doing well and it's going to continue doing well. But I know that here, like Marcy was saying, we felt pretty kind of secluded, and this week it just kind of blew up all over. There was a couple cases up in Tulsa, and then Tulsa University closed down, said everything's going to go online. And then the next day, this Utah Jazz thing happened, and
then the NBA canceled the rest of their season.
All starting from here in the Oklahoma City area, which we just live right outside of the Oklahoma City area. So it just got super crazy, and of course, you can't find toilet paper anywhere.
Hand sanitizer.
Can't find hand sanitizer.
It doesn't really matter. We're gonna use soap and water, but
yeah, and we're not big hand sanitizer people, anyways.
Just soap and water.
But I've been trying to find it for the last couple of weeks, just for our goat kidding bucket, for the birthing kit. And we can't find it. So my boss actually found 4 bottles on Amazon, $10 a bottle for 8 ounces. And he actually ordered me 2. So hopefully it's going to be in good tomorrow.
We're needing them for our
goat. We're needing them for a goat. We actually got supplies to make our own, but we haven't done that yet. It's just been crazy.
Yes, we did buy one of those $300 ones. That's exactly what we did. P. Wells, and she's had the goodness of putting one of those together.
Yes. Yes, you get it. You get it. And it wasn't that it was hard to put together. It's really not hard. It's just, I think the right word is fiddly.
Okay.
I don't know. The screws are just so small, and you're trying to get it in there. It's just.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
It took patience. Not in his wheelhouse. Really? So, no. Farmer's gonna be fine. They got a year's worth of.
Hey, there you go.
Although we could get pretty far with what we already have in the house with our chicken and with our chickens that we harvested and our eggs and some of the things we've canned, we could probably.
We wouldn't be able to make what we've been making recently, but we could scratch by.
We'd be fine.
Get a few more staples maybe this weekend just to have.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
we'll just see. I think we're also both. I mean, we're relatively healthy.
Yeah.
I think that helps a little bit. But yeah. Anyways, we're trying to set that aside and just be really excited about what we've got going on here at the homestead. It's a lot happening at once.
It is.
We're trying to get on top of trying to be ready for these baby goats, which ended up being a lot of work compacted in a short amount of time, and still not done.
Still not done, but almost.
This weekend we got to push to the finish line.
But
and we got to get our plants, the rest of our plants planted because we haven't finished our seedlings.
yeah, because pretty much all weekend, Saturday, we picked up the shed, and we had to go do a birthday celebration for my aunt. She turned 83, so that took about 4 or 5 hours out of the day.
Yeah. Then we got back.
And started building it on Saturday evening. Went until dark. Sunday. Once,
of course, I had church, so
you
I
know,
was out all morning.
Yeah. Once she got back, we did it up until dark, and I think Monday or Tuesday we did it until dark, and we got it 99% completed. I mean, it's watertight. We just need to tie it down.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
We need to do that. We need to throw the straps over it. It's windy in Oklahoma, so just to be safe, we've got the anchor kit to strap it down over the top. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, really at this point, that's all that's 100% needed. And then one of the days when she wasn't home, I went into the goat area that we have already set up, and I put in new LED lights.
It's like the surface of the sun in there.
It is bright. So it's the same ones that I put in the barn.
Yeah,
but they're great. They make everything super bright. So when we're in there, hopefully this weekend it's supposed to be super rainy and stormy, all that kind of stuff this week. So it had been super gloomy in there, not very good
now
light.
It'll be totally bright, and if we need to be in there with her even at night,
we'll be able to see
we're going to be able to see just fine. And on top of that, I stocked Facebook Marketplace. Oh, got a dog. Maybe Megan's here, I don't know. Or deer, maybe deer. It could be deer. Anyways, I stocked Facebook Marketplace and found a used baby monitor, video baby monitor.
Mm-hmm.
So we, this is me, okay, this is all me, so don't look at Lance. But I did make him do it. Did make him install the monitor up on one of the roof beams of the shed that points straight down to the 2 stalls that we have, and then we have the baby monitor video part of it sitting on his nightstand. But we get good reception between those, and we can see everything. The video's really clear.
Yeah, video and sound.
Video and sound, and we can also.
You can move the camera.
We can tilt and pan with the camera, and we can set up a second one facing the other way. So.
Yeah, the only thing we haven't seen be able to do is actually take actually stream it or record that video.
Right. I'm not sure. I looked at several of them before I picked up the one that I did, and some of them I'll do that, but sometimes you have to have a monthly subscription, or you have to run it through your home Wi-Fi, which our Wi-Fi is not great. But yeah. We've got them, so that way, if we feel like Spice or Maisie or any of them, we think they'll go first. If it looks kind of imminent, and then we can keep an eye on the monitor overnight if we need to, so that we don't have to so that we don't have to sit out there.
Yeah, and hopefully that, because I taste Spice. We'll get a video out about the goats this weekend for sure. Yeah. But I mean, Spice is just looking huge udder.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, her udder and her teeth. I mean, they're just. She looks miserable.
She does look. I have to say, she does look a little miserable, but she's holding her own.
Yeah.
She's a tough mama.
Yeah, she was super hot yesterday. Here in Oklahoma, it got to almost 90 degrees yesterday as a high.
So hot, and then today the high is like 47 or something like that.
Yeah, the high today is lower than what the low was yesterday.
Yeah.
If that made any sense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I think she'll be a little less miserable, yet practically dragging in the dirt.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
We look at her and we're like, how many more days could she realistically go?
She just looks miserable. And the other 2 aren't too bad, but she looks like
But I think the other 2 may only have 1 baby in there. Yeah. I think the vet felt pretty confident that Spice had.
Hey, Norway Farm, thanks for joining.
That she'll definitely have more than 1.
Oh yeah, I think she'll definitely be.
We think she'll kid soon. We think, I mean, honestly, in the next 2 to 3 days, maybe 5 at the most.
Yeah.
We're definitely keeping an eye on her.
Every day.
Carefully, but Maisie could be really close too. She just looks a little different because she's not having.
And she's not as wide.
Probably, and she wasn't as wide to begin with. So.
Yeah. Hey dog.
Anyways, we'll see. It's exciting and a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it is. And
I'm nervous. I'm worried about him having to deal with it here at the homestead by himself, so I'm gonna, my office is pretty flexible, so they all know that if the goats are coming, I won't be there. And they support me, which is the great thing about the people I work with. They support my madness.
Yes, definitely. And what's kind of frustrating for the first time goat kidder freshening thing, whatever however you want to say that, you know, when you start seeing all these goat videos, you know, they talk about, you know, filling the ligaments right on the other side of the tail. Well, it's like, okay, what are you looking for? Are you looking for are you digging down deep in the hips, or is it just right above? You know, you don't know really what you're looking for to see if those things are spreading out, because that's really the big sign. If those are gone and those hips can spread, then it's imminent at that point. So, you know, I've been trying to do that, but I don't know.
They don't like him doing it.
No.
So I have to be around plying them with food.
Yeah,
Because there's all a little leery from
there
him.
is no trust with me anymore. But you know, it's just one of those things of not knowing what you're feeling for. And you're like, okay.
Because we're new.
Yeah, we're new. So, but like everybody's saying, super excited.
Yeah.
And you know.
Yes.
And if we have to stay home because everything's closed, that's okay. We'll be here with our little goats and our baby goats.
Megan will be here some of the time during the day since she's on spring break. Yeah. And potentially even more since they're going to be closing down the campus to people, and it's all online here, which I know campuses are doing that across the United States now.
Yeah.
But hers is no different. Spring break next week, and then they'll be all online for the next 2 weeks.
And then see from there.
And then they'll see. I know some of her friends are attending colleges where they simply close down for the rest of the semester.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. Every time I think about it, I'm like, this is unprecedented. And I hope that, 10, 15 years from now, we'll look back on this and go, that was crazy. I'm glad it turned out okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But we'll see. Planting is going well. We brought some of our tomato plants over here. They're doing really well.
They are. I think they're getting a little leggy.
Worried about them getting leggy. Yep.
So if you guys can see this. So
that one's a Bonnie Best.
And this is the Iris Candy.
Isis Candy.
Yeah, Isis Candy. So a little leggy.
So we'll see. But everything's blooming now. Everything's
germinating.
We've got, germinating. So we've got the jalapenos, the orange bell peppers, the bullnose bell peppers, all of the tomatoes that we've got planted. Yep. And then tomorrow, or maybe even tonight, we're going to plant the rest of the tomato varieties that we have. I think we have 3 or 4 more, and all of the lettuce and spinach. That's what we have left that we haven't done the pre-planting for. Of course, we have stuff that will direct sow. But these are the things we're trying to pre-plant, so.
And the onions are going crazy outside. It's been super nice. I mean, some of them are probably this tall. The green part of them are.
They're looking really good.
Some of the garlic, I don't know.
Parts of it are great, and parts of it look like
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Somebody have to get some extra garlic just to be sure. But
yeah, we're not sure about that.
The worst thing about it, if you get extra garlic and you don't plant it, you can still eat it.
Right.
That's terrible.
That's true.
But
true.
Yeah.
So we're well on our way. We've reseeded our salad bars, and the ryegrass is up and ready to go.
Yeah, that's going good.
Going crazy.
Almost should have been out today, but it's so cold and rainy.
It's raining, yeah.
Yeah,
and it may be off and on all through the next week. So to have rainy weather. Of course, it was wonderful last week. If the goats had their babies last week, it'd been great.
Yeah, just
now they'll be out in the rain.
Well, but
But we'll be keeping them secured anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, we'll be okay.
It's been kind of crazy.
We'll be okay, right?
Sure, babe.
This guy's become an expert via YouTube videos. I was telling someone the other day, the guy could do surgery on a chicken's foot with a scalpel to remove an infection. Surely he can birth a couple kids.
Yeah.
Right?
I've seen enough
videos
videos
for the
now.
birth of your children.
Sure. A little bit different.
Yeah, well, you did have a professional there to lend a hand.
Yeah.
Do all the work.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so but we are. It's definitely coming to that critical point.
It's go time for everything, and we will have chicken eggs coming.
Probably next week. Yeah.
I think middle of next week, and they'll go to my. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see if my sister can incubate. Well, she'll incubate them one way or another. I don't.
If not, we got a couple broody chickens we can stick.
Well, that's a good point you got there. Yeah. So my sister was going to take the eggs. She does an egg hatching unit. So if you've followed us for a while, we did a series on this last year.
Yep.
But she hatches chicken eggs with her pre-kindergartners every year. Huge, big thing for them, and they absolutely love it. So in the last year, we picked them eggs because we were looking for certain breeds, and we did again this year. So we're supposed to deliver them to her so that she can get them in the incubator right after spring break. Because she counts the 21 days so that she can be sure she'll have them hatching when the kids are there. But we're uncertain. The school districts are uncertain what they're going to do after spring break. So if she ends up not going back to school, we may just keep them. And we've got 2 broody hens right now. We might go, here, sure, thanks. Hatch them up for us.
And one of them was broody, late fall.
Summer.
Well, no, late fall. And then she lost all of her feathers. She was one of the ones that lost everything, molted everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then she grew everything back, and then she's broody again.
Yep. And then one of our newest ones, one of the ones we hatched
last year,
that my sister hatched this time last year, she's been
very
super
broody. And she's mean.
She's not a nice broody.
Woo!
Some of hers, all of hers have been a little bit testy, but this one will peck your arm off.
Oh yeah. She does not like me.
No, she doesn't want him coming in there stealing her eggs every day. We really need to pull those 2 out and separate them so that they can't go into the nesting boxes. But with the wet weather coming, our options are limited. So we'll see.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out, the whole school thing.
Since we don't know for sure what's going to happen with that, we can always use the incubator one way or the other. She's got it, we can use it. But if she isn't going to be able to take them, and we have the broody hens, we might as well. Yeah,
I think we decided we prefer them to be hatched by a mother.
They seem to be smarter and develop a little faster, and I mean there are some things you have to take into account when you're doing it that way. Just the isolation and the protection. With the mom, a bigger bird in there with them takes up some space. It's a little more tricky, but for the most part, it's good.
Yeah, and
they just seem smarter.
One thing you got to watch out for, if you've never had a broody chicken and you start putting legs there, other chickens will deposit eggs underneath her.
We learned that the hard way the first time.
Or at least beside her, and she drags them up underneath her. And we didn't realize that.
The first time it happened, we had no idea. We're like, she's got 3 or 4 eggs. That's awesome. And then it was like several days later, and we were forcing her out of the thing so that she could go get food. And we looked in there, and we're like, 11 eggs! And she wasn't laying it. None of those eggs were hers.
None of them,
not a one. And then Megan added 2 more, so she ended up sitting on a 13 egg clutch.
Yeah.
But I think only
10 of them hatched.
10 or 11 of them actually hatched, but that's still pretty good. And she had her hands full with all those baby chicks.
Yeah, because the bad thing about that when they do that is they don't hatch all at the same time. So
because they were
these
deposited over the course of days.
Yeah, so like this, so this bunch hatched today, and then you have little babies and her sitting on eggs.
Right.
And then a couple more days, these will hatch. A couple more days, these will hatch.
Because we didn't realize what was going on. The second time we had a broody chicken, we pulled eggs aside and we put them all in with her at once.
Yeah. And we
then they
secluded
hatched
her
pretty much all at once, and that was a little more.
Yeah, all within the 24-hour period.
Yeah, without a 24-hour period, we had them all. So that was the better way.
That was a total better way.
But you live, you learn, right?
It's a learning process.
It's a learning process. Yep.
Just like with these goats, it's going to be a learning process.
Yes, it is.
So, do you want to have a bottle baby or not?
No.
No bottle babies?
No.
Can you sell bottle baby goats for more?
I don't think so. I think some people want to have a bottle baby, but I don't think it's a novelty.
OMG, can you sell bottle baby goats for more?
Got a band of that's as mean as a snake and always burning. All of our hens are pretty nice, but that one is not a happy brooding hen.
She is not happy, man.
She doesn't like you going in and stealing her eggs. You can't really blame her for that, though.
No.
Stealing her babies.
I guess
That's
so.
not cool.
What are you
gonna do?
So, no. Okay. Well,
that's what I would say. I mean, people may want one, but that's not a novelty, I don't think.
Hey, Thomas Farm Okie.
Okie. I'm guessing you must be from Oklahoma.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good week. Getting ready for a fun weekend.
Yes,
we're
definitely.
ready for a busy weekend, but I think it'll be good.
Yes, busy weekend.
Yep. Keep our mind off of other things.
Other craziness. But yeah, so we have that going on with everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so we've got a lot happening with the gardening. We have a lot happening with the goats. We are about to have some things happening with the chickens. And on top of all of that, we're trying to get everything in place. We haven't built the milking stand yet.
No, but I still have it. Still in the box.
So we need to do that, and because we were hoping we could get that done a little bit sooner, and we could start training the goats to the milking stand. Now, Spice and Caramel have been milking goats,
Yeah,
so
they've been
it
milking
should come back to them. We'll see. Now, not on our homestead.
No.
So but Maisie not at all. And my guess is that she's going to have a little bit of spirit in her.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's
I think.
see how well that goes. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Registered is registered. Undesigned, no
No
difference.
difference. Yeah,
Oh, by
that's
the
what
way,
I
we
would
did get
do.
the paperwork from them.
Yes, we've officially got Maisie registered. Or not registered, we've officially got our membership for the ADGA, American Dairy Goat Association. So that means we can officially get Maisie registered, which we haven't done in all the time that we've had her. And I'll give them a call and find out how to transfer the ownership paperwork and stuff from Caramel and Spice to us. And then the other two guys, their sire and Dom, are registered with AGS, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we're not sure what that means for the boys. Can they be registered for American Dairy Goat Association? Anyways, we've got to work that out. Rockin' C, for our last name, Corey.
Yep.
Rockin' C Homestead, Corey. Yeah. We sent ours for owners also. Yep. So, so we got to take care of that. We got to get that taken care of. That hasn't been done yet. And everything is imminently happening, so.
But hey.
But it can be done. We have all the paperwork, we just need to finish it up. It's just another thing on the list we haven't quite finished yet, but we've at least gotten rolling on it.
Yeah, we're busy. But I am grateful that the time change happened.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's been super helpful. So, like on Saturday, we worked all the way till dark.
7:30, which was great.
Well, Saturday was 6:30.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. And then after that, we could go till 7:30, and it was. It's so helpful to have that extra time.
Yeah, it just feels different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit darker in the morning when we have to do the animals.
Looking forward to the days getting a little bit longer,
but
yet
so awesome.
Still, so get a little more sunlight in the morning. We get a sunrise a little bit earlier. It's hard with my work schedule when I have to leave. I need to get out there before I get ready for work, so it's still pretty dark. There you go. We have not gotten the tattoo kit yet.
No, we have not.
We're on the way for that, I think.
I've seen them online. I just haven't got them.
So we registered for the tattoo.
Hey, Pathways, welcome.
The tattoo lettering should be on the paperwork that just came in, so we'll know what we can use or what we need to use. So, hello from Kansas. Yes, hello.
Yeah,
welcome.
So at some point, if we have boys, we'll have to get some banding stuff. If they want a weathered, typically the birthers or whatever the owners would do that before you sell them if they want a weather or not. So I don't think we'll keep. Yes, for our goats, we're gonna give tattoos. They have to on the Nigerians. You don't put a tag in, but you tattoo an ear, like the inside of their ear.
Hello, Hank.
How about you, Hank? I saw your post about being on the creator. What is it? The upcoming creators or whatever that was called. Congratulations, bud. Well deserved. Can't remember what that.
You got me. I'm not watching that stuff.
Can't remember what it is.
I'm the worst. Well, Hank will tell us here in a minute.
Yeah.
What is the letter for this year? I don't know. What do you mean by that?
I guess every year there's a different letter.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
Not for sure.
We're still total noobs.
Yeah, we're still new. And to be honest, we didn't really know they were supposed to get tattoos.
No. Until I started going through the filling out the membership thing, and I saw that on there, and there was a click here for more information, so I read it. I'm like, oh. Okay.
So I don't think Maisie or Marty have a tattoo.
They do not.
No.
They don't.
So it's just something that the owners that we bought them from just didn't do. And I don't think that our bucks have them either. Now maybe
no, I don't believe
Spice and Caramel may.
I don't see them on there. I don't see them on their ears. So
but it's on the inside. You have to kind of look, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have noticed. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Creator on the rise. That's it.
Creator on the rise. Yeah.
I bet it has, buddy. Good deal.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Hank. Congratulations. That's neat. Pretty LGBTQ stuff. Yep. So yeah.
Don't forget about us when you're all famous.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget about us over here. The rock and scene. It'd be helpful if we could shake off our full-time jobs. Maybe we could get a little more done on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, there you go.
It's hard, right? All of you who are trying to do a YouTube channel with your full-time jobs, it's hard, right? It's not just us, right?
It's just a lot of time.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's a great community, no doubt about it.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
best.
for sure.
The best. It's what makes it's why it's fun to keep doing it still, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're hoping we can catch up with ourselves at sometime soon and get back to being a little more regular with our videos because we've been kind of sporadic.
We have been.
But hopefully, like I said, everything will level out a little bit. Probably not, though. We're gonna have baby goats and baby chickens.
Well,
and
we should have a lot of
gardening.
opportunity for content. So that's the main thing. You just have to go out and record.
yeah, yes. And now that we have a little more time when I get home at the end of the day, that'll help a little bit. The deep South gathering is canceled. Yeah.
I think a lot of them are going to be
a lot
buddy.
of them are going to fall by the way.
Because I know that even the one that's up in Tulsa for Dutch. I mean we've I've put in my name and say, hey, we'd like to come for the breakfast and the event, but depending on how things go, we may not.
Yeah.
And we'd already canceled on the shindig, but
Yes,
I can see that being canceled too. I mean,
it's very possible.
I don't know.
How's the weather been? It's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster, yes. Like
Yesterday we were in the mid 80s.
Or it felt higher, yeah.
Very warm. And then today our high was like 47 or 50. That happened in the morning.
Yeah.
It's been cold and rainy here today.
Yeah, it's been super dreary and stuff today.
The ADGA tattoo letter for 2020 is M.
So is that if they're just born in 2020? Or if that's if they get registered in 2020? You guys know that?
Right, because
ours was born in 2018
right. That's right, right?
and 2019. No, it's probably 2018.
Yeah, I think
This is
so.
the first of it and the last of it.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Huh. Yeah, I mean that's new to us.
yeah, we're learning all this stuff, and really, I wouldn't even mind going to a couple goat shows to kind of see what people are looking for, and I know there's all these different patterns and different names for it, like Starburst and Chemose and
Something
different
with
patterns.
moons.
Moon spots or whatever.
Moon spots, yeah. Our last frost is 18 to 21 of March. Wow.
There you go,
Ours
buddy.
is
You're
about a
getting
month
close.
after that.
Yeah, you're better. Yeah.
But I mean, I know we shouldn't complain. We're still way ahead of a whole bunch of other zones.
Oh, yeah. And really, with the garden stuff, I mean, I don't know if we'll get another hard freeze.
You know
We might
what?
get a
As soon
little
as we
frost.
say we don't think we will, probably will.
Yeah.
That one time.
Yeah, I
It
know.
happened like that. I think our bigger issue is going to be the potential for a very stormy spring,
I think we will definitely have a stormy spring.
and that's a big risk to put the plants out if
Yeah.
it's just going to be weekend after weekend of severe storms.
Yeah, because I know
Last year it was bad.
I know last year, and thank goodness for us, we didn't really have any. It all kind of seemed to go around us when we had some heavy rain, we had a little bit of hail, but nothing bad. I mean, we had friends that are just a few miles south of us. They had to replant 3 or 4 different times,
Yes.
and they plant on a huge scale because that's what they do. I mean,
That's what they do for their living. That's how they make a living.
and it's just crazy for them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to be that bad. But I have a feeling we're going to have a few storms.
Yeah, I mean we will. It's Oklahoma, so that's going to happen.
Yeah,
But
probably going to have to get the storm shelter cleaned out,
for sure. Yep. Mhm.
kind of restocked, and
Yep, for sure.
have to put one of
We have to
our
figure out-
rolls of toilet paper down
We need
there.
to get a container for me to put all the baby goats into the container.
I don't think the dogs and the goats are all going to fit in there, honey.
We'll never talk the dogs into going down there, so we can just put the baby goats.
So you'd rather keep the dogs
No,
in the
I
house? So I'm just making sure I got this right. She said keep the dogs in the house, take the baby goats,
No.
leave the mother
All
goats.
of them, all of them. Well, they're too big. Well, he won't build me a above ground out there for the goats. That's what I really want.
I won't build it. I don't. You have companies come out and deposit those.
Oh, hey Amy.
Hey sis, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, come on, really?
I don't know.
My fault?
I mean,
Now,
I gotta blame somebody.
now, I will say this: when we first moved out here, one of the first things we wanted to do was get a storm shelter.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually tried to get her to get a bigger one, and she poo-pooed that idea.
Because I was trying to save money.
But now,
Now I would like to have an above the ground safe room in the barn. That's got a concrete slab. We could do that there.
okay,
Then I can just walk my goats and dogs into that one.
our neighbor has one.
Okay, but I'm talking about us. Hey, Ash's treasure.
Hey, Ash's treasure.
Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah. So, yeah, Marcy would like an above ground storm shelter.
I would like the walk-in kind because our dogs are very leery about going into the underground ones. And I would like to be able to bring them in with me. You know.
Yeah. So maybe if I can get my boss to allow me to do this, maybe we can self-quarantine ourselves in our storm shelter for 15 days. What do you think?
No,
Do a live stream?
I wouldn't like that. Though.
Well, just me.
Oh, you? That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you have to take care of everything else.
No, that's not. You need to come out and do that, and then you can go back in.
No, I have to be quarantined down there.
I can't do that. You know that's not gonna happen.
It's gonna be good content. So.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy, but you know, just figures in with everything else.
Yeah. True. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I just don't know how much more craziness we can take. Something's got to be normal.
So is everybody out of toilet paper everywhere, or is it just Oklahoma?
I think it is. I've seen it in different places.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere.
Yeah, and I see that stores are getting a little bit smarter now. They're limiting people. You
Yeah.
can only take 2 packages of it out now.
But you can't get it on. I mean, unless you buy like I found it on Amazon, but you have to buy like $200 worth at once.
Of toilet paper?
Yeah, it's like 100, like 200 rolls. It's crazy. It's like big packages. Everywhere. People else is saying
I
everywhere.
think it's everywhere. Yeah, I think it's everywhere. What else do you do, Mr. Rocking Sea?
What else do I do? So outside of
Outside of homesteading?
yeah,
He's got a full-time job.
I got a full-time job. I'm in supply chain and logistics for a satellite installation company. So you know, TV, internet, that kind of
That
stuff.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
So we
He's
run.
able to work from home. Which
Yeah,
is very
like I'm
nice.
able to work from home, so we do supply chain stuff, trucking, that kind of.
Yeah.
Boring data entry.
Yeah.
Computer
It's,
monkey
just,
stuff.
it's so handy that he can work from home because it's such a benefit to our homestead that he's here to kind of keep an eye on things like when our bucks broke out of their fence.
Yeah.
He was here and was able to immediately step in and get them back where they belong. And so it works and it's really great. It's, you know, it gets in the way of our homesteading, but you know,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do, right? Other than that, we just trying to live the dream out here and be a
Yeah.
little more self-sufficient and produce what we need to get by as
As much as we can, yeah.
Yeah, as best
I mean, with having full time job, and Marcy has a huge commute. She has at least probably 45 minutes one way with no traffic.
right.
I would say. So she's driving at least an hour and a half or more every day, just getting back and forth from work. So you know, the good thing is her work is kind of she's scheduled late to come in, and she gets off work late. So
So I don't have traffic.
so she doesn't have traffic too often, but you know, with that far off, there's still a lot of
Yeah.
traveling for her. So
But I enjoy my job, so.
yeah,
That's
you do.
good. Yeah.
So
I mean, who else has a carload of 40 cases of Thin Mints? I do.
she
Anybody
does.
else? Yep, I'm it.
Hey Hank, man, thanks for coming
Yeah,
by.
thanks for-
Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping in and congratulations again.
Check them out on the front page of YouTube today.
Yep, pretty cool stuff.
Creators on the rise. Good job, bud. You guys deserve it.
Yeah,
So Thomas, where are you from in Oklahoma?
we're central-ish.
Yep. Or right outside of Norman, right by Lake Thunderbird.
Yep.
Just east of it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's been our week. It's been crazy busy working from, you know, getting up in the morning, taking care of the animals, going to work, as soon as get off work, working on projects,
Just getting ready for babies.
and then, you know, eating dinner after dark, or not eating dinner.
It's like getting in here and like putting all the animals up and taking care of all that, and then just exhausted, really.
Yeah.
Just fall into the chair and
Sore.
Watch a little TV till it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, I've
You
been
have to do it
sore.
again.
I've been sore a lot this week.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is good for me, but
It's good. It's exercise.
definitely so.
Yeah, so that's not such a bad thing. It's conditioning.
Conditioning. There you go. Trying to get that summer garden.
We look at that long list of projects that need to be accomplished. It's a long list. I'm like, I don't know, there's not enough hours in the day.
No.
Yeah, but I think we had a few days off from work around that time. We were gonna go to the shindig, and I think we're gonna keep those times off and
Yeah.
try to get some things knocked out then.
Yeah, especially our bigger garden. All right, P. Wells, thanks for joining, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Yeah, we need to get our new additional raised garden beds built, and we just need some straight up time where we can just do that and not have to worry about cramming it in just on the evenings or in
Yeah.
just one day on the weekend. So I think we're gonna do that. So hopefully we can get a long list of projects done on those 2 or 3 days that we have off and just knock a whole bunch of stuff out.
For
I
sure.
mean, that's the plan. We'll see.
That's the plan, we'll
weather
see.
will need to cooperate.
Yeah.
without proper weather won't matter.
Okay.
So they're more up by where your mom and dad are.
Yeah. So Thomas. So my parents live over by
10 killer.
Tinkiller, over by Burke Cabin area. So
More in your area.
yeah, more closer to your area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. Beautiful part of Oklahoma.
Gorgeous.
Up in the northeast part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
I wish we could go spend more time with them, but we have too much stuff going on
much
here.
stuff
Sorry,
happening.
Mom and Dad.
Sorry.
But hopefully, Mom's coming down and visiting next week.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be great.
If she has to come get her hair
Get
done.
her hair did?
Yeah. She's coming to get her hair done. She has to drop off some stuff. So.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Hopefully, we'll have some baby goats when she comes.
Oh, yeah, we might. Yeah, we might. Yes, I promised all my colleagues at the Girl Scout office I'll bring
Yeah,
up goats for
Wednesday.
Hug a Baby Goat Day
There you go.
at the Girl Scout office.
So Wednesday, so you may not be here, but I will be.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll be doing my other thing. Yeah, the other job.
Doing your singing thing.
Doing my singing thing. Singing and ringing. Well, Mr. Corey,
Yep.
I think we probably better call it because we got to get out there and get our animals squared away.
We
haven't
do.
done that yet, so.
It's just not getting dark, too.
It's getting dark, so.
Well, guys, thanks for coming back, watching, checking in. Appreciate it. Thanks
Trying
for
to
all
get
the
a
great
little better at
comments.
getting our videos posted timely.
Yeah, we've just been slacking, but we've just been super busy. And
Sometimes we're like, we don't have time to stop and make a video this week, just have to get it done.
yeah, because it takes about 3 times as longer to do a video.
It's shocking how much time it adds on to the overall time when you're trying to make a video out of it. It seems like it wouldn't be like that, but it doubles the time easy.
It does, especially when you have to bleep out every time I curse during a video.
Okay. Or you have to pick up the camera, been knocked down for the 5th time because the goats won't leave it alone.
Or wind or whatever.
Or wind
Yeah.
or whatever, yeah. All right, everybody. Y'all take care.
Yeah,
And thank
have
you
a
so
good one,
much
guys.
for coming and checking out our
Hopefully
live
we'll have some
stream.
baby goats next Friday. Woo!
Maybe we'll live stream from out there.
Maybe. We'll see. We have enough light.
Yeah, we have a plan, right? We can live stream from the baby goat area.
Yep.
Okay. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.